Welcome back for our next installment of our spring movement series. Today we're going to be doing a reclining hip and thigh stretch. Yeah, you heard me. I'm going to let you lay down again. You can stay on the floor. Reclining hip and thigh stretches your groin muscles and the adductor muscles spanning your inner thigh and hip. Again, a lot of this is geared towards those of us that sit in our desks all day, but I'm also a gardener, as I mentioned before, and I will tell you this feels really good after I've been working out in the garden or doing a lot of heavy physical work myself. It releases some of that tension in the lower half of the body. Again, while the ground is supporting you, while the floor is supporting you, and you're just letting it do a lot of the work for you. Let's take a look. So from your seated position with your knees drawn up, you're going to roll yourself down vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring your arms out to the side and get settled. Spread your feet about hip width distance apart. Extend your left arm out to the side before drawing in your right knee. Your hand on your knee. You're going to draw the knee towards your armpit and down towards the ground. You can rotate your head to look the direction of the leg that is being stretched. You're going to hold it for a few breaths. You can also rotate to look at the stretched arm. I prefer to switch back and forth between the two because it's a nice counterbalance on my neck. Drop that back to the ground. Extend the opposite arm before drawing the knee up. And then towards the armpit and down towards the ground. You want to try to keep your shoulders flat on the ground if possible. Try to resist allowing the other hip from raising up from the mat. But you go to the position or the best of your ability. It does not have to look like mine does. Rotating the neck side to side and then drop it back down to the floor and extend your arms. Windshield wiper your legs and knees back and forth slowly to counterbalance out of that. And then draw your knees to your chest and rock side to side there if it feels good. And drop your feet back to the floor. Now let's see what that looks like in our full sequence. So get yourself settled before reaching your arms over into standing star. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. Drop the arms out. Widen your stance. Align your hips. Drop your knee. Forearm goes to the leg before reaching the other arm up and overhead. Extending to look. Remember again, look forward, look down, or look at your hand, whichever feels most comfortable for you and your neck. And rotate to the opposite side. Square yourself up. Drop the knee. Drop the forearm and raise the extended arm overhead. Breathe through this, extending and reaching before coming out of it. Shortening your stance. Rotate to the side with feet facing in basically the same direction before the arm comes up overhead and you drop in that cow position. Belly goes forward, hips come back slightly, and you're stretching through that arm. Come back out of that and rotate to the other side. Reach the arm. Extend out. Fall into that standing cow position. Coming back out of that, we're going to shorten our stance a little bit. Get settled. Bend the knees. Cross the leg before crossing the arms. Breathe in. Drop down as you exhale. For breathing in, bring the arms up. Eyes follow the hands. Really puff out that upper back and feel that stretch. And repeat that on the other side. leg comes across, drop down in, bend the knees, cross the arms. Inhale, expand, push out through that upper back. Feel the stretch along your arms and back. Drop out of that. And now we're going to go into mountain. Remember, we're going to find our solid rooted mountain for extending the arms up and coming back down behind the back. Clasp the hands and inhale, expand out. Hold that for a few breaths. Before coming out of it, arms come up, down through heart center and into your malasana, goddess pose, to prepare for garland. Move your feet and heels in closer together before coming down and stretching those arms out. Remember, you're laying garlands at your feet. See how the back puffs up, the neck comes down, and you're looking back at your heels. Come back out of that. Drop down onto your bottom. Tucking your knees in, straightening your back before lowering yourself down one vertebrae at a time. Arms come out to the side. Take a few deep breaths and do that extended leg. You can hold it your lower thigh. You can hold it your upper calf. You can hold it your ankle if you're able to do that. Or you can use the yoga strap like I did in the previous video. Move to the other side. Again, you can hold behind your thigh. You can hold behind your calf, never behind your knee, or you can hold at the ankle. But keep the foot dorsiflexed before coming back down. Take a few deep breaths. Left arm comes out. Right leg comes out and gets pulled towards the armpit. Rotate the head. Make sure you dorsiflex there. My internal voice told me to do that. And then come back up through center, dropping it back down. Stretch the right arm out. Knee comes up. It comes out to the side. Flex the foot. Rotate your head, whichever direction feels appropriate for you at this time. Make sure your foot is flexed. Come back in, back down. And relax your arms to your side. You can windshield wiper the legs. Help counter stretch that. Release some of it. Bring your knees up to your chest and rock side to side. Before finally releasing the position, coming down flat of your back. Because I wasn't mic'd doing that, you couldn't hear how many times my lower back popped and my hip popped and my ankle popped while I was at it. I just might as well have been a puffed rice cereal the way I was sounding. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. Leave me a comment if you tried the movement. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And check out the rest of the playlists if you've missed some of the series. I'll see you on Monday for our guided meditation.